YCampers! Welcome back to YCamp. My name is Sarah.
My name is Grace.
And we're here at beautiful YMCA Camp Kauai today, just outside of Waterloo, Ontario.
Today we are going to be learning about bird ID and bird calls.
But before we get started, I wanted to begin this video by acknowledging that we are meeting on land that has been inhabited by Indigenous people from the beginning. As settlers, we are grateful for the opportunity to meet here and thank all of the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. Long before today, as we gather here, there have been Indigenous people who have been the stewards of this place. In particular, I want to acknowledge the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe and the Haudenosaunee. This territory is covered by the Treaty of Upper Canada and Haldimand. We recognize and deeply appreciate the historic connection to this place. We also recognize their contributions of the First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and other Indigenous people. Start again. We recognize and deeply appreciate their historic connection to this place. We also recognize the contributions First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and other Indigenous people have made both in shaping and strengthening this community in particular, and our province and our country as a whole. As settlers, this recognition of the contributions and historic importance of Indigenous people must also be clearly and overtly connected to our collective commitment to make truth and reconciliation real in our communities and in our camps.
So we're gonna begin with a song.
What song are we gonna sing, Grace?
It's called Green Grass.
Amazing. Is it a repeat after us song?
It's actually a Nito Repeato. So there's a part where you will be repeating after us, but then there's a part where we all sing it together.
Amazing. Follow along with us and you'll catch on really quick.
Yeah. So there was a hole.
There was a hole.
And the green grass grows all around, all around, and the green grass grows all around. And in that hole, there was a tree.
There was a tree.
The tallest tree.
The tallest tree.
That you ever did see.
That you ever did see.
And the trees in the hole, and the holes in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, all around, and the green grass grows all around. And on that tree.
And on that tree.
There was a branch.
There was a branch.
The longest branch.
The longest branch.
That you ever did see.
That you ever did see.
And the branches on the tree, trees in the hole, holes in the ground, the green grass grows all around, all around, the green grass grows all around. And on that branch.
And on that branch.
There was a twig.
There was a twig.
The teeniest, tiniest twig.
The teeniest, tiniest twig.
That you ever did see.
That you ever did see.
And the twigs on the branch, branches on the tree, trees in the hole, holes in the ground, and the green grass goes all around, all around, and the green grass goes all around. And on that twig.
And on that twig.
There was a nest.
There was a nest.
The coziest nest.
The coziest nest.
That you ever did see.
That you ever did see.
And the nest is on the twig, twigs on the branch, branches on the tree, trees in the hole, holes in the ground, the green grass goes all around, all around, the green grass goes all around. And in that nest.
And in that nest.
There was an egg.
There was an egg.
The bluest egg.
The bluest egg.
That you ever did see.
That you ever did see.
And the egg was in the nest is on the twig, twig is on the branch, branches on the tree, trees in the hole, holes in the ground, the green grass grows all around, all around, the green grass grows all around. And in that egg.
And in that egg.
There was a bird.
There was a bird.
The cutest little bird.
The cutest little bird.
That you ever did see.
That you ever did see.
And the bird was in the egg, and egg is in the nest, and nest is on twig, twig is on the branch, branch is on the tree, trees in the hole, holes in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around. And on that bird.
And on that bird.
There was a feather.
There was a feather.
The flappiest feather.
The flappiest.
It's a wing.
Okay. Go back. Ready? And on that.
And on that bird.
And on that bird.
There was a wing.
There was a wing.
Oh, the sauciest wing.
The sauciest wing.
That you ever did see.
That you ever did see.
And the wings on the bird, bird is in the egg, egg is in the nest, nest is on the twig, twig is on the branch, branch on the tree, trees in the hole, holes in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, all around, and the green grass grows all around. And on that wing.
And on that wing.
There was a feather.
There was a feather.
The softest feather.
The softest feather.
That you ever did see.
That you ever did see.
And the feather feathers on the wing, wings on the bird, birds in the egg, eggs in the nest, nests on the twig, twigs on the branch, branch on the tree, trees in the hole, holes in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around. And on that feather, there was a flea.
There was a flea.
The smallest, little, tiniest flea.
The smallest, little, tiniest flea
That you ever did see.
that you ever did see.
And
the feathers. Flea was on the feather,
and the feathers on the wing, wings on the bird, birds in the egg, eggs in the nest, nests on the twig, twigs on the branch, branches on the tree, trees in the hole, holes in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around. And on that flea,
And on that flea,
there was an elephant!
there was an elephant.
The most enormous. Okay. The biggest elephant.
The biggest elephant
that you ever did see.
that you ever did see. And the elephant's on the flea, the flea's on the feather, the feathers on the wing, the wings on the bird, the bird's in the egg, eggs on the nest, nests on the twig, twigs on the branch, branches on the tree, trees in the hole, holes in the ground, the green grass goes all around, and the green grass goes all around. Woo! Oh, that's a hard one. Woo! Speaking of birds, what do we need to learn about birds today?
We need our listening ears so we can listen to the bird calls that I'm going to play for you, and just to visually see all the birds I'm going to show you, so then we can ID them. So the first bird that we're going to talk about is the American robin. So it's right here. So the ID features of this bird is the red chest, the gray back, and it has a white chin with black stripes. So I'm going to play the song for you. So that is the song of the robin. So a good way to remember it is that it kind of sounds like it's talking to you, saying, "Here am I, where are you? Here am I, where are you?" I'll play it again for you to see if you can hear it. Okay, so that's the best way to remember the robin's song call. So our next bird is the black-capped chickadee. So I'm just going to show you right there. So the ID features of it is the gray back, and it has a black cap and a black bib. So I'm going to play the song for you. So that might sound different of what you're used to, because usually you hear them saying chickadee-dee-dee, but this one is actually more common, and what it sounds like they're saying is cheeseburger. So I'll play that again and see if you can hear it. Pretty cool. You'd never really think that that's what it'd sound like. So a fun fact is what a lot of people do with chickadees in the wintertime is if you hold out seeds on your hand, they'll actually come and eat the seeds right off your hand. So try and give that a try. Our next bird is going to be the common loon. So it's just this photo right here. So the ID features of the loon are, it has a solid black head and a checkered back, and it also has a white striped on neck. I'm gonna play the loon call for you. So the loon call, it kind of sounds like it's like a yodel. You'll hear it, they live like in the lake, so you'll probably hear them if you're out at the lake canoeing or just hanging out at the beach maybe. So the loon is Ontario's official bird, and it is also on our loonie. Our next bird is the mourning dove. So we have a photo of it right here. So it is more of like a gray, dark, light brown color, and has a long pointed nose, or beak, sorry. And I'm gonna play the song for you. So mourning doves, they make like a cooing noise, or it kind of sounds like an owl or a low-pitched loon call. So our next bird is the cardinal. So this one right here, it's very hard to mistake for any other bird. It's super red bird, and it has black right around its beak. So I'm going to play the song of the cardinal for you. So the cardinal, it kind of sounds like it is a laser just going like pew, pew, pew. See if you can hear it. Just like that. And then we have the red-winged blackbird. So it's right here at the bottom. It is totally blackbird, and on its shoulders it has a red and yellow colors. So their song sounds like this. So for their song, it sounds like they're saying Conqueree or Oakley. So see if you can hear it. Awesome.
Grace, where are we going to be able to find all of these birds and hear those calls?
So you actually find those birds all across Canada.
That's amazing. So all of you at home should be able to go and find these birds. So our challenge to you is to write down all of these birds, remember their calls, and then the next time you're out for a walk or you're hanging out outside, try to listen for those birds and see how many you can see this summer. If you're interested in earning your YCamp badge, go to ymcahome.ca/YCamp and tell us how you did this activity today and if you heard all of these birds.
If you're enjoying YCamp, please subscribe and consider making a small donation to your local YMCA. Have an amazing day!
Thanks, campers!